Hey folks, welcome back to Coach's Notes. We are on session 2. We reward and celebrate what we value most. I would encourage whomever's into this to really chew on that. We reward and celebrate what we value most, and we entrain the mindset that we reward. Now, why is that why am I saying that that's such a big idea? Let's look at here our value hierarchy chain reactions. So you've got arrows indicating time elapse. So over time, if outcomes take precedent in our value hierarchy, we will be less and less and less encouraged to venture outside of our comfort zone. Conversely, if effort is stationed at our primary value position, then over time, that's going to produce more and more resilience. So it's obvious that when we think about it, one should take precedent to the other. Process should take precedent to outcomes. Just continuing with some common sense ideas here. Development is not a static finality. We don't develop and we don't finish our development once and for all. It's an ongoing, dynamic opportunity. And so key point 1 here, great coaches and cultures will use baseball generally and skill development specifically as opportunities to help young men learn to digest the fact that day by day, we're building habits for better or worse. Day by day, we're reinforcing habits for better or worse. Day by day, we are entraining our teammates, the people that we're around, we're rewarding them for a certain life approach. And in so doing, we're directly shaping the culture that we're participating in. So on an individual level here, the quality of our performance will stagnate and decay unless consistent, deliberate effort is made to maintain and refine it. So in other words, I'm trying to riff on a word that we've all heard a million times, consistency, which is the long-term success catalyst. I don't think we spend enough time breaking down the definition of consistency. So consistency, what we're really talking about is the execution of quality work multiplied by an unbroken duration of time. Execution of quality work multiplied by an unbroken duration of time. If we're going to have any shot at achieving consistency, the process has to be sustainable and enjoyable. So let's look at the tail side. What prevents us from achieving consistency, from having a relationship to our process that's enjoyable, and in so doing, allowing our process to be more sustainable over time? So really the key word here, the key factor that disrupts consistency is fatigue. Aiming for too much improvement in too little time will produce roller coaster gains and losses. Seeking distractions as a pressure valve relief or release to tension, or feeling aversion to wanting to work is an indicator that we're experiencing mental and physical fatigue. So we can prevent that by establishing, what I call and what many people have called small victories, right? Very, very, very small victories that will be the inevitable byproducts of us being consistent. So something like, 1 mile per hour a month in exit velo or an arm velo. Another big idea here, again, obvious common sense. The future is imminent. Tomorrow will happen. Next week will happen. And as we're growing, as we're maturing, as we're aging, we will inevitably be presented with challenges that we've yet to master, by definition, because it has not come onto our experience radar yet. In other words, since no one can produce perfect outcomes all the time, some degree of failure is inevitable. Therefore, long-term success requires resilience, obviously. If we're going to continue and not quit, tap out, we have to figure out how to be more resilient in the face of challenges, right? So then obviously, if something is inevitable, it makes sense to prepare for it. So this is why great coaches and cultures will always stress process over outcomes. Because again, if we go back to the chain reactions, value hierarchy, chain reactions, resilience is the byproduct of valuing our process over the outcomes that are happening, right? And so great coaches and cultures will help young men become more resilient, and as a byproduct, increase the probability that they'll experience lasting success and well-being. I'll see you guys for session 3 soon. Have a great day. Sending my best. Thanks.